I was in middle school. After gym class, they would take us into a room, and it was filled with spigots, guys, girls, everybody. You were to strip down. That's where we showered. I told my dad, it didn't go over very well. Dad went down to that school, and he took a stand. How did you do it, Matt? How did you live for God in that time and in that place? I'll tell you how I made it. I had a father and a mother that covered me. I'll say it again. I had a dad that spoke up when wrong was wrong. He took in Amsterdam, with, come on, no Bill of Rights, no Constitution, no help in the most liberal country. Come on, we want to blame Hollywood, we want to blame Biden or Trump or Pelosi or whatever. But let me just tell you, the problem with America is silent fathers. Evil has always been present. I said evil has always been present. When I grew up, the gay transgender thing we're going through right now, I grew up in it. They would have sexual relationships on Pride Month, going down the canals, out on the barge, having sex, gay people. I grew up with my parents look the other way and taking a stand for that. You'd walk down the street and you could buy a woman, a man, a mix, whatever, from the windows and have relationships with them. It was a horrible place, but I'm thankful I had a dad. I had a mom. I made it. Didn't have a Christian school, didn't have a youth group, didn't have a youth camp, didn't have a camp meeting, didn't have a conference. All I had was a dad. All I had was a mom. And that's the problem with America, is daddies are being quiet. And if there's one thing you need to get, it's that we need men of God to rise up and no longer capitulate to the pressure of our society, but declare, I'm standing. I said, when the man spoke up over his family, God stopped cursing and God started covering. He then made a covering for them because the man stood up. And when the man stands up, there's a covering from God that comes over your family. Go ahead and sit there, Dad. Go ahead and then be silent and let pornography come into your home. Go ahead and be silent and let them watch whatever they want. Go ahead and be silent and you'll find there'll be a purpose, but it will be one filled with curses. So open up your mouth. Open up your mouth and be the man of God. You come on, stop blaming Hollywood. That's a cop-out. Stop blaming a politician. That's a cop-out. Start being what God has called you to be. Come on, cover them. Cover them, Dad. I've got to cover my family. I've got to speak life over my family. If I'm a dad not leading my family, I'm part of the problem. I'll say it again. If school extracurricular garbage is more important than prayer, I'm the problem. If I shout when little Johnny hits a little ball off of a stupid pole, but I sit on the back row like a deadhead, don't make it to church half the time, I'm part of the crime problem. If I act like this at his ball games, which he shouldn't even be in anyway, and I can't even make it to prayer meeting, or I sit on a pew like this, I am part of the problem. I said, you're part of the problem, Daddy. I see you screaming at a ball game. I see you screaming at... But then I see the same men come in and I can't get them to prayer meeting. And if you do show up, it's not what you were doing at the ball game. You weren't doing this at the ball game. You were doing this at the ball game. And little Johnny is looking at you and he's saying, okay, maybe my purpose is football. Maybe my purpose, and he tries to find it in idolatry. And then we wonder why our children are being mutilated, why our children are being abused. It's because daddies that don't dance anymore. It's because of fathers that don't shout anymore. It's because of men that don't pray out loud anymore. And I say, rise up, oh man of God. I was just going to touch this, but I'm going to stay right here. I feel it. Rise up, man of God. Hold on. On the count of 3, I want every man of God to lay your hand on your belly. Put your hand on your belly. If you are a man, I should not have to define that. Ladies, be quiet. 1, you're going to shout. You're going to shout for your family. You're going to lift your voice, and you're going to let this transgender, this is an abuse, this is a spirit of child abuse. I said it's child abuse and mutilation of their bodies. It's sin. It's perverse. And we have the power to stop it. I shouldn't be having to do that. Why am I having to do this? One, two, Jesus is what we're going to say. 1, 2, 3, Jesus. If you're a man, it's time you get in these altars. Abraham built an altar there. Look at your neighbor and say, Abraham built an altar. Bring my rocks. Say it again. Say, Abraham built an altar. If Abraham built the altar, we know who didn't build the altar. I say it again. If Abraham built the altar, and the Bible tells us specifically who built the altar, and who was it again? Dad. That means the boy didn't build the altar. Okay, little Johnny, you go ahead and go on up to the front and shout. You go ahead and go pray. You go ahead and go worship. Yeah, Johnny, you get in the youth choir. Well, Dad, are you going to sing in the adult choir? No, Daddy's a little tired for that. Where's my rocks? Build an altar. Come here, young lady. Can you help me? Are you brave? Come on, pull her up here. What's your name, beautiful girl?
Hadassah.
Hadassah. All right. Beautiful name. Let's go. All right, sweetie. All right. We got to build an altar. That means we got to stack these rocks on top of each other. Go ahead. Go ahead and try. I need you to try. Just fake it. Try. Come on, just try harder. Worship harder. Pray more. You're not doing enough. No, she can't. She can't build that altar. She can't lift rocks that heavy. I said if an altar's going to be built in your home, it's not going to be Johnny. It's not going to be Hadassah. It's not going to be little Susie. It's going to be Daddy that does the heavy lift. Ooh, I wish I had a daddy that would start doing the heavy lifting in your home. Instead of mama calling prayer meeting, it ought to be Daddy. Instead of mama being the one that's pushing all the time for spiritual stuff, you got to get convicted tonight and say, I'm going to be the man. I'm going to rise up and take my world. Come on, Daddy. I need you out in the aisle shouting just a little bit. I need you to start worshiping a little bit. I see some dads now. I'm going to call you out. There's a man there not shouting. Shout. Jump, 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 jump. I need you leaping, Daddy. Come on. Your boy needs to see you build the altar. He can't lift the family altar. Dad builds it. Abraham